Hi everyone, this is Rachel Keene with Glam Face, and the inspiration for today's surprise tutorial is Memorial Day. As someone who is a veteran themselves and having a veteran-owned business, I am super passionate about supporting the military, and this day in particular coming up here is very important to me. There are a lot of men and women who sacrifice every single day, and so it's really important to me that although this is a fun holiday, a lot of people will be getting out with their families just to remember what the true meaning of this day coming up is all about. And so for those of you that don't know, Memorial Day is about remembering those soldiers that have given everything for our freedom. And so I would encourage you as you go about this weekend to think about that. And so that's what this look was kind of inspired by. I am not typically one who wears a lot of color when it comes to eyeshadow, but I felt this blue pop was appropriate. I am so glad that you guys are joining me today. I would hope that if you watch this on replay, you will comment below, let me know that you joined in. And also share it with people, let people know so that they can try it out too. I'd love to hear, were you successful in recreating this look? Also, one really important thing, there's a very special announcement at the end of this video, so I would really stick around. It is going to be a good one. It has something to do with Memorial Day. If that's like a little hint, I would love for you to listen in so that you can take part. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna get started. As you can see, I have a completely clean face. There is no product on my face whatsoever. I always like to start by at least just kind of getting my hair out of my face so that I can see pretty much everything that I'm working with. You don't necessarily have to put your hair up if you don't want to, but it's easier for me. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is get started by putting on a primer. Oops, guys, the clip from the primer and foundation did not get recorded. Okay, so I have something really exciting to share with you guys. I just did my foundation, and I am absolutely in love with this. It is Luminous Airs Airbrush Silk 4-in-1, shade 3. It's not like wanting to focus. So it has a built-in primer in it, has concealer in it. It's really amazing. So it's got really good coverage. It's still really light. I don't even feel like I have makeup on, which is kind of always the goal for me because I hate that like cakey feeling. The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to start on eyes. I love eyes. So that is one of the biggest parts of the video tutorial that we are going to do today, because Memorial Day is coming up and I have been dying to do a Memorial Day look. So you guys already know which one's my favorite palette if you've been watching any of my videos. I'm going to be using Luminous Airs Nude and Naughty palette. I love their products. And I love this palette. There's so much to choose from. So first, I'm going to pick a color that is similar to my skin tone. And that's just gonna go all over my eye. Of course, my brushes have been cleaned, so I don't even have to worry about getting any other pigment on my eyes. It's just one reason why cleaning your brushes is a really good idea. The reason that I'm doing this all over color, if you haven't watched my eyeshadow tutorial, is because it's a really good starting ground for like a blank canvas. You want to make sure that when you put on your eyeshadow that you're really getting the color that you're picking. So the next thing that we're gonna do, and I'm really jumping ahead. For that I used my large eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use my medium eyeshadow brush. I'm going to pick kind of a darker color. That one right there. It's like a very, very dark brown, if you can't tell from the video. Tap, tap, tap. When we tap, if you haven't watched the eyeshadow tutorial, that is to make sure that you don't have excess eyeshadow that's gonna fall on your face and mess up the rest of your makeup that you work so hard for. So I'm gonna kind of make like a triangle, if you can see that. I am not typically one who likes to wear like a lot of harsh lines. So you're gonna see me typically do kind of a more gradual transition. It's not as pointed as I wanted it. Okay, I know that looks like really intense already, but it's, I promise you it's not gonna be. Dust that off because I'm gonna use that later. I'm going to use a very small eyeshadow brush. And I love watching some of these video tutorials that people do, you know, where they tell you the number, but I know that a lot of people don't pay attention to that. So, I don't usually do it. And I'm gonna put this like really pretty gold. I'll show it to you in a second because I realized that I forgot to show it to you. And it's this really, really pretty gold right here. Anywhere where I didn't put, sorry, I'm having to like make sure that I'm working on it the right way. I forgot to tap. Okay, so you can see here some of that makeup has fallen. One of the things I love about my airbrush system is it's like an editing tool. I can just use that and blow it away. You can see that's gone now. Fantastic. That was just air. I love it. Okay. Now I'm gonna dust that off. And I am going to use a kind of lighter gold up here. I don't typically like wear a whole bunch of crazy colors, and I just kind of work that in there, and we're gonna blend it in a second. I promise. So like what I was saying is, I don't typically wear like a lot of crazy colors. I'm more of like a neutral kind of girl, but and you can kind of work this into that crease right there. But for Memorial Day, I wanted to do something kind of fun. So we're gonna go back to that big large brush, back to your neutral color, and kind of blend what you have here on the top. And you want to try to like bring it down if you can. That's why oftentimes, like when I'm doing tutorials or I'm teaching somebody how to do their makeup, I will try to tell them like come from the top. I've said before like come from the north, but some people who might be like super great at like cardinal direction might be like, that's not north. You know what I'm trying to say. So blend, 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 and then I like to take kind of a larger feather brush, kind of blend what I got going on here too. I'm not, again, a huge, like, harsh line kind of person. Some people are, and that's okay. To each their own. Now, we're gonna take that small eyeshadow brush again, and we're gonna pick a really bright color. And the reason I like to pick this really bright color is because I use it to make my eyes pop. Now if you put that color right here in the crease, that's really going to make anything kind of pop. The same kind of goes for highlighting. If you're gonna highlight parts of your face with a cosmetic highlighter, anywhere where you're gonna put that really bright color is gonna stand out. And then anything that is darker, that you're like contouring with a dark color, is going to be like, that makes sense. That's not really a word. Oh, I love my eyeshadow. Okay, cool. So that is the beginning of something. And now we're gonna do something really fun. Again, I am not a super color kind of girl, but this is Memorial Day. So we're gonna go for this nice blue. It's like a ocean blue or something like that. This you really don't want coming off on your eyes afterward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look at you because you're my mirror. And I'm gonna put a little bit of blue underneath my eyes. And just kind of sweep it up there. That's gonna be kind of fun. And then I'm gonna take a really pretty shimmery blue. I'm gonna wet my brush, and then I'm gonna use that a little bit underneath my eyes. So I'm just gonna wet my brush with some water. I have like major allergies right now, so my nose is a little itchy. Please forgive me. So I've gotten that on there. And I'm just gonna kind of make that. Get that a little bit of definition right there. So again, not like a super big color eyeshadow person, but for this look we are gonna do that. Okay, so now we are going to put on some eyeliner, some eye pencil. So I'm gonna take this black kind of color and I'm going to put it really close to my lash line. And if you want, you can blend it with your finger. I really try not to use my finger if possible. It's one of the reasons I love airbrush, because I don't need to touch my face. It's because your fingers can get so dirty. But sometimes it works better when you're using like an eye pencil. Then I'm going to use L'Oreal's Carbon Black eyeliner. I love this eyeliner because it has a brush tip. Luminous has a wonderful eyeliner. It's smudge proof, but it is a felt tip, and I feel like I have a little bit more control with a brush tip. So we're gonna do that. If I can. Sorry, this is like definitely noticeably harder when you're using your phone as your mirror. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get a camera behind there. And you don't necessarily need to have like super definition with their, I like that just to kind of bring it all together. Then we are going to use a mascara, which I love. I love this fully charged pure mascara. Luminous has one, it's called Distraction. It's also really good. For this look, we're gonna go with fully charged. I really like to try to like separate my lashes, so I kind of do that weird shaky thing. I like it. I like it a lot. Next, we're gonna do eyebrows. Okay, so we're gonna do eyebrows. We are going to use the Root and Brow Cover Up with Luminous, and they've got these really awesome like shapes or templates in their kit, which is helpful because sometimes when I draw my eyebrows in, they never, you know, want to like be the same. So for that, we're going to use the Brow and Root Cover Up in the black mixed with Brow and Root Cover Up in the brown. 1 drop of this, 3 drops of this in my stylus. Cool thing is that you don't really have to pre-mix. You put it in the stylus, cover up where the makeup comes out of the applicator or the stylus, and pull back on the trigger just slightly, and you can see it bubbles. That is it actually mixing it for you, which is nice. So I am a number 3. It's funny because I'm a number 3 in my foundation too. Like a perfect number 3. And since I did put quite a bit of product in there, I am going to cap my stylus so I don't spill on myself. It has happened. I'm going to match this up to the shape of my eyebrow, hopefully. And pull back on the trigger. And just kind of like do a light dusting. There you can see I have an eyebrow. Something else that I like to do with this is I like to take a eyebrow brush and kind of give it a little bit of definition, just because I don't want it to look like I sprayed it on. Then once I've wiped off the product, I switch it over to the other eye. Again, I'm so sorry, you're like getting to know me really up close and personal. That might have been just a little bit too dark, but it looks good. And again, come back in there and that's so pretty. Then what you can do is if you feel like you need to cut in, oops, I almost knocked you over. If you need to cut into your eyebrow, you can certainly do that. You can use a Q-tip, or if you have like little applicators for lipstick, you can do that as well. So there are kind of the eyes. I think what I also want to do is put on some black underneath here to kind of tie it together. It's definitely a very dramatic look. Might be good for like a night out on the town or something like that. So I love like the blue pop. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. And for that, I'm going to use let's see, Aesthetica or Ulta? Aesthetica. And because I have a round face, we're gonna do this a little bit differently. A lot of people will contour where they're cutting and then they're kind of like sweeping in underneath, but I don't want to make the top of my cheek, you know, really large. So, because I've already got really big cheeks. So instead I'm going to cut across and I'm going to cut down. So I'm going to take an angled brush for this. And you can see that's going to be pretty dramatic right there. But you can already kind of see that definition right there. And I'm gonna dust this top part with a little bit of highlighter. And I'm gonna use that same, some people use their fingers for this, and that's okay. I'm gonna use my large eyeshadow brush to contour my nose too. Sometimes this is easier to do with cream contour. And if you want to make your lips pop a little bit, you can also put some of that darker color underneath your lips. You see, it's kind of like making my lips pop. And then I'm going to use the a brush from IT Cosmetics. That's their Velvet Luxe. I really love that for just kind of blending. See, and it's like kind of making that crease right there. Okay. And I'm also going to put like a light brown from Ulta. Ulta has a great contour kit that I'm almost out of. And some people put it up here, but I really feel like that smushes your face. So I'm gonna put that right here and kind of try to there you go. And then take your blending brush. You want to mix and blend here so you don't have like a harsh line. And then I'm going to take a Radiance highlighter from the Ulta contour kit. You can tell that I play with this a lot, and just kind of dust the top of my cheeks. Again, if you have a round face, you probably don't want to put like a whole bunch on your cheeks just because that's going to make it pop. But where you put that highlighter, you definitely could. And then, so something that is a common misconception is, excuse me, bronzer and contouring is completely different. The bronzer is kind of like an all over to give you that sun-kissed kind of look. And so we're going to use that angled brush here, kind of work that in. I love the sun, but I haven't been out in it much, so this kind of just adds that sun-kissed look, if you will. Then I'm gonna add just a smidge of blush and something called Glow, which is like fantastic. And I'm gonna do my lips and then we'll be done. Okay, so I had to clean out my stylus just because I did my eyebrows and I don't really want my blush to be brown. I'm going to be using Luminous Airs Airbrush Soft Rose, which is super, super pretty. Just gonna put just a couple of drops in the stylus. And you see me kind of shake those products. They're water and mineral based. I think I said that earlier, but just to say, they're water and mineral based, and so separation is normal. So you kind of have to shake them up before you use them. So again, I am not a huge color person. With water-based makeup, sometimes it needs to sit a little bit so you really can tell how much you have on and if you want more. So it's all about layering, it's all about being buildable. So I'm just gonna dust some of that pink on there, some of that rose, soft rose. Just to give that like blushy kind of a look. Sometimes too, I'm not going to do it this time because it's not really going to go with my look, but sometimes I'll put a little bit of this on my eyes too, just to kind of soften the look, if you will. And then we're going to put on something called Glow, which does exactly what it says. It is also going to go in my airbrush stylus. I'm just going to put just 2 drops in it because Glow really goes a long way. Just going to make those highlighted spots just kind of pop out just that much more. Okay, I like it. Sometimes too you can kind of put some glow in the insides of your eyes if you're having trouble getting that pop with your eyeshadow. But with highly pigmented eyeshadows like the Luminous brand, you really don't need to do that. Now we're gonna do some lips. So I got this really, really pretty lip color because I was testing it out, and it is Teddy Bear. You can see that. It's number 29 of Milani brand. I really, really like this color. I think it's soft, which I'm not a super bold lip person either, but like I was thinking about doing a red, but then I was like, oh, that's just too much color. Some people may disagree, I don't know. It's a really kind of like neutral, and I like this lipstick because not only is it neutral, but it's also really blendable and it's pretty affordable. Luminous has a lip stain that is kind of a very similar color, and I will have to do that in another tutorial, but sorry, I can't talk when I'm doing my lipstick. see how that contour on the bottom just like makes that lower lip pop a little bit more? And then we're gonna do something super fun. I'm so excited. If I can find it. Oh yes. So MAC has this strobe cream. I absolutely love it. I like to put it kind of like everywhere, but for this look, I'm gonna put it on my lips. To give it that little bit of shimmer. Then I'm gonna go back over this face of makeup that I have. And I'm going to use it's Bye Bye Pores Radiant Translucent. I love this brand of makeup. I just think it's, and I'm gonna just kind of dust it all over, but I'm gonna focus on the areas that I highlighted. Because again, for brown face girls like me, it kind of helps with the contouring a little bit. Oh, I love it. Again, this is a very dramatic look. I would not necessarily use this in every case, but next thing that we're going to use, and the final thing, is by Luminous. It's called Final Seal. It is just that really awesome thing to make sure your makeup is going to be waterproof. I love this if you're going to have a night out. You definitely don't want that makeup going anywhere, because that's why you put it on, right? Especially on my eyes, I like it. And it really goes a long way, so you don't need to put it everywhere, like super cakey or anything like that. Let's see what we got here. I forgot to blend in my hair. You don't want like that weird line. Sometimes it's like the last thing I forget. Okay, well, that is my selected Memorial Day look. I love the blue eyeliner. I love the smoky eye at the top. I feel like it's not super, super, super blue, because sometimes I feel like, I don't know, that's kind of clowny like, but it just has just enough blue where I feel like I'm, I don't know, celebrating in the right color. And for people with brown eyes like myself, sometimes that blue just really helps it to pop. So if you like this video, let me know. Comment below if you have a look that you have just been dying to see, you've seen somebody else do it and you want to see how I might do it. Just let me know what that is as well. We're always open to suggestions. We want to make sure that we provide helpful content and that you feel glamorous. Have a fantastic day and a good start to your week. Bye, guys. Hi everyone. Well, I really hoped you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different, that little blue pop. Definitely something that could be fun if you're going out on Memorial Day or you're going out this weekend. Just kind of like sets you apart, kind of a little bit bold. If you wanted to really bolden it up, put on some red lips. Oh my goodness gracious, you'd be fierce. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you're watching it on replay or you're watching it on YouTube, comment below. Let us know that you watched it. Let us know that you liked it. And then definitely stay tuned for our next look. If you guys have any suggestions on what we should be doing next, let us know. We're really eager to deliver helpful content and show you guys things that you want to see. So let us know what you'd like to see. We would love to have your feedback. And then the last thing that I just want to say is that as you are heading into this Memorial Day weekend, let's just really remember what this weekend is about. There are tons of men and women and their families that sacrifice every single day for our freedom, but there are those that have just given all and sacrificed everything. And so on behalf of Glamface, we just want to say thank you. And to those families, we could never understand your sacrifice. And we stand with you. And we're gonna be doing something really special on Memorial Day. And so I would come back on the 28th, check out what Glamface is doing in remembrance of those fallen soldiers. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful day. Bye guys, ciao.